supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Let me explain to you the reason why I am the way I am inside your tainted views, my failures and my victories. Situations that I learned can trigger me. Decisions that I've regretted instantly. Ways that I've grown and how I move differently. Listen close if you're into me. I'm guarded, I'm open, I'm struggling. Making the adjustments to this new dating world that's...
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Rellz Relaxation Hour podcast. I am your host, Rellz. And it's a two-man group this week. It's just me and Blacko this week. Mac I think he's out getting pregnant. So shout outs to him. Just invite me to the baby shower. Just let me know. So Blacko, what's going on?
Yo, chilling, man. What's going on, my bro?
I had to throw that shot at him because he can't defend himself right now. I did it. I don't care. I did it. I had to. I'm sorry. He gonna get me back though. You know he's gonna get me back. So
oh shit,
I gotta take advantage of it. So
how was your weekend, though, brother? How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty good. I can't complain. Watched the Super Bowl yesterday. It was a good game. Actually, a pretty damn good game. Actually,
definitely was.
I did really want the Bengals to win just because, but the Rams won. They put it. It's a good game. And
I meant to hit you up too. I want to see if you want to double that bet up. I meant to hit you up too, but it's too late.
Shout out to the dude who won the Super Bowl. Then his wife gave birth like 2 hours later.
Yo, right. Facts. Yeah, shout out to Odell for tearing the ACL and winning the chip, though.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a year, but at least he got a ring, though.
He got a ring. He might fuck around. He might retire. He got a baby on the way as well, too, so you never know, man. Like,
shout out to the 49ers winning the Super Bowl next year with Tom Brady. You heard it here first.
Yeah, okay. If y'all get Aaron Rodgers, then that may be on or something, but, Actually, no, I'm not even going to say that because Aaron Rodgers, man, listen. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is a good defensive team.
Aaron Rodgers when they threw the ball up in the air with a defender coming at him.
That's right. That's true. He did the usual, ran around through the Hail Mary. Like he did the shit you can't do in Madden, where you throw off your back foot and actually complete a pass. Nah, but yesterday was crazy, man. Like, literally, the Rams won on the same exact play they did 2 weeks ago.
I know. Oh yeah, also want to give a shout out. To Mother Nature for being terribly confused this weekend.
You know what it is? She ain't getting no Valentine's loving. That's what it is. Yeah, I swear to God, Saturday I was on the motherfucking sweatsuit fitted. I ain't wear it fitted in a couple of months. I had to fit it on, and that shit
went from 60 to snow.
Bro, it's freezing this morning.
Yeah. Now this is one of those days like normally I come out the building. And I'm like, yo, it's not that cold out. Yo, it was cold this morning. It was cold this morning.
It's brick out. It's still cold right now. Literally, the temperature did not change from this morning to now.
Nah, I did. I felt that cold. I had that cold chill in my bones all day. It didn't feel any better when I went to the gym either.
Listen, that's another harsh thing. Sometimes I ain't in front of the gyms across the street from me, but I might be driving there along this cold. I can't do this cold front. I did that shit the other day. Literally drove to the gym. I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, bro, I went to the gym today and they was like, yo, we put the APB out on you. We forgot you existed. I was like, wow, this that long?
So you ain't been there how many months now?
I went. Okay, so I went with Matt New Year's Eve. I went New Year's Day. Then I couldn't move my arms for like 3 days and then I had COVID. So yeah, it was like my first time back.
Yeah, you've been out for a while.
Yeah,
out for a while.
Yeah,
it's all right. I've been going though, man. I'm good getting my shit up. Change to eat. That's the best shit I think I probably did. I ain't gonna hold you. Like instead of rice, I eat cauliflower rice, and I've been enjoying it. I definitely been enjoying it though. That shit flush you out though.
I mean, we outside this summer like tank tops on, not like 50 cent tank tops on, but tank tops on.
Nah, I'm bringing the G-Unit tank top back. You're not gonna tell me nothing. I'm bringing the G-Unit tank top back with the 2920 logo on it. That's it.
Okay, all right. Gunshots. Shout out to Brooklyn. High murder rate.
Right. We just talked about that. We just were talking about that. And somebody's real violent.
Yeah.
I hate computers, man.
Wow, what's going on with your computer? Hey, boo.
Nah, man. Hey, Mike, what's up? Nah, it's just I hate Facebook. That's it. Like that's what that is.
You said social media is just too much. I figured out
social media. I
was gonna say I figured out the social media algorithm. Look, joke, The dude in the gym told me this today, actually. So I kind of listened and I laughed, right? He was like, "Yo,
young boy, right?
Nah, brolic dude." He was like, "Yo,
young, like millennium."
Yeah. So he was like, "Yo, I figured out." He said, "I figured out what your social media is." He said, "Your social media is jokes, nasty shit, jokes, nasty shit. Post your podcast, jokes, nasty shit. Post your." I was like, "Yeah, you kind of right. I didn't even think about that."
It's actually the other way around. It's nasty, joke, nasty, promote, joke, nasty, joke. Like he got you figured out wrong. He was close though.
Nah, listen.
He was close.
I'm learning. I'm learning. You got to feed the masses, man. You gotta give a little bit of everything.
You gotta feed the masses.
It's called balance, man.
Suspend your account.
So,
yeah, right.
Hashtag I can't be.
Yeah, right now my shit is freezing. I don't know why.
Sure,
that's actually a good hashtag right there.
I can't be censored.
That's actually a very good hashtag right there. I actually like that.
Yeah. They tried that one time before.
I like that.
I can't be censored, man. They can't censor me. And if they do,
once again, shout out to Facebook.
Now who?
Shout out to Facebook. Still F y'all, because I still got 14 days left from being banned. I don't think I'm gonna get back on it. Real rap though.
What did you do?
Yo, they booked me for a post. I told somebody. They'll have me beat on you.
So they booked you for they booked you for domestic abuse.
Yeah, but mind you, the person is one of my peoples. They don't tell them they're gonna fuck me up. They said that FUCK perfectly, but I say beat. I got banned. Ain't this some shit?
No, maybe
they said it's a grift. I ain't got no history. Don't put that stigma on me.
My bad. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that, guys. I didn't mean it like that. He don't beat people, at least not that I know of. But
I'm very diplomatic now. I'm very diplomatic. I didn't say now. It takes a lot, man. It takes a whole lot, and it's crazy because it fits into what we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah, sounds good. But before we get into that, let me shout out the sponsors first. Shout outs to all the sponsors. Shout out first 2920 Clothing. I kind of got some new stuff on the way coming up, some exclusive stuff. So when you see it, you'll know. Sayings by Butter. Shout outs to her. I gotta give a shout out. She hooked up the shirt. Appreciate her for that. I should have some new stuff coming soon. Yeah, it is.
Fire. I ain't gonna lie, that detail. I gotta see that. I gotta see that shit up close. That detail's fire. Like, that's good detailing.
We're working on some new stuff too with her too. So Bobby D Customs, hit them up. Hit Bobby D Customs up if you need anything. Hit him up at markmills116@hotmail.com because his account got hacked. So
it's like a porn site.
Nah, his account got hacked though, so he can't even. You stupid. His account got hacked, so he can't even access nothing on social media right now. So hit him up there. And TSD Contracting Services. If you need anything done, hit up Biz. I think it's 0742 on Instagram. But definitely hit him up. He's the first consultation is free. So to the topic tonight, which I thought about this. You know, me and my partner talked about this. It kind of ties in. We wanted to do something for Black History Month. This kind of ties into it, kind of not, but it is. But not for all of. Oh no. But it kind of ties in it, but not for the good reasons. But I mean,
fuck that.
Oh no. We're not gonna do that. But I feel like this is something that really isn't talked about much. So I feel like it's something we should discuss. And when I ask the question of who's the biggest threat, it's more of who's the biggest threat. Do you think white people are a bigger threat to Black people, or do you think Black people are biggest threats to ourselves? So that's when I ask that question because, we always talk about, how the white people, quote unquote, attack us or we feel attacked by the white people, but we rarely ever talk about how the fact that our own people are the quick to turn on us as well. So I felt like it was something we needed to discuss and, bring to the forefront. What's up, Mocha?
Who's that? Who named this Pussy Talks?
I don't know. That's why I didn't even want to say it, but shout outs to Pussy Talks, I guess. But Blacko, what do you think about the whole subject?
Honestly, it can be both. But being that we grew up we grew up, let's say the hood. Fuck it, we grew up in the hood, the ghetto, whatever you want to call it. Um, from what I seen all my life, and I'm quite sure you could probably feel the same way. I think we've been the biggest threat to ourselves as far as killing each other, holding each other back, the the lack of support of each other. So I believe, sorry to say, minorities, and it's a generational thing. That's just my answer for now until we get further into the situation. 'Cause I don't want to keep talking, and overlap things. But yes, I think personally, I think it's ourselves. It's something that we see every day, whether it's like I just explained it, even right now. Look at the music. The music started to become another threat to ourselves again. Why? Because they rap about murder, 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 and these labels signed to it.
Yeah, but to counteract that, right?
Hmm.
You also got to look at who are the majority of these label owners. So these label owners already know what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? They know that when they sign these artists, this is the consequence that can come with the type of music that they're putting out there. So
Yes.
it's almost, to me, I almost feel like they put it out there and just like, yo, you guys can just self-destruct yourselves, and while we get paid off of this. Like, think about it. There's been more over the last 6 months. How many? No, I would say over the last year and a half. How many rappers have been killed?
That's
Like,
true.
it's crazy. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
And
And
it's
I
it's
and I think
crazy.
I
It's
read
like,
and I read
yeah, I'm
somewhere
sorry,
where
God.
no, I read somewhere where these record companies actually have like insurances out on these rappers.
Yes, and I read that. I forgot what label was that. I think the label, not
Exactly,
King
Don. They
Von.
don't love the rappers.
I forgot what label was it, and a label who happened to be a black man had insurance policy on all his artists in case something happened to them. And that's that shit crazy, but that right there lets you know. And I forgot what label was it because he lost like three artists within like a 2 year time span. And it's like you look at this type of shit, you go, damn, like, did you care about your artist or you care about the money? So, and like Don was just saying in the comments, Don, and like everybody's saying,
Yeah, shout out to Snoop for that.
it's
Yeah,
both.
definitely. But the
And
question
it's
with
like
that, Don,
everybody
is,
saying,
oh no, go ahead,
yeah, I'm
Blanco.
sorry, bro.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, like everybody said, I'm looking at the comments, everybody saying it's both is both. Yes, but let's get it. We could definitely say it's both. But because the others are the suppliers. Think
Mm-hmm.
about it. What minority has access to all these high power guns? Where do they come from?
Exactly.
Look at Chicago. Look at Chicago, for instance. Most of the high power guns come from Mexico, another minority. Look at Los Angeles. Look at shows like Snowfall. Like one of my favorite shows. They supply one minority with the drugs to fund for their own purposes. And
Sad
look at
part,
the
Mo,
spread
that
of
I don't
crack.
think they will. They put it.
And
They
look at
put it
this.
into our hoods to destroy us.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, look. I mean, I perfectly say I'm glad we didn't grow up in that type of era where you had
Yeah.
people trying to really get that fixed. Like, I watch all these documentaries, and it's like, matter of fact, and prime example, look at even the movies from back in the day where we exploit each other, or the black exploitation movies. Yeah,
Bro,
we
I feel
put that
like
out. Look, we looking all good, but we
I
ain't
feel
look
like
good. We show what we done to our people.
I feel like we was born in an era that was in between the crack era, the HIV era, and then the pill era. Cause think about it, like the crack era, that was like in the early '80s when we were young, so we were too young to understand it. But then you look at
Yeah,
the like 2000s with these rappers taking pills, and we look at that shit like, yo, that shit's stupid.
the whole
Like,
lean everything. Yes, I
that's
seen
what
that
I'm
in the
saying.
hood.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like we was born in an era in between where I feel like we were smart enough, we were young enough to not understand what was going on before us, but smart enough not to do the dumb shit after us, if that makes sense.
No, I understand exactly what you mean. Like, for instance, like you said, the lean. We always say, I'll be very real with you. I used to hear about the lean and all that shit. I
Me
never
too. I
seen
learned a
lean.
lot of that from Dipset. I heard that from
Nah,
Dipset growing up.
but be real with you. I never knew about lean. After the first time I ever seen lean when I was in my hood from my young boys.
Hmm.
And sad to say, till this day, they still do it. And to the point where I'm like, yo, what y'all still drinking that shit for? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what that make you do? Like, they pop Xannies. For instance, I tell people, Xannies make you angry. What the fuck you gonna walk around angry for? You walk around anger, somebody do something to you. What happens? What happens next? The dumb shit happens next. Now
That same
you
as
on the
that
self
same as liquor.
destruction.
That same as liquor. Depending on the kind of liquor, depending on the person. You got some people who drink liquor and they're real quiet and calm. You got other people who drink liquor and it's the littlest thing will set them off. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
very
Like
true.
in our hood today, right?
Like,
In our hood today, right? We can't.
mhm.
We could barely like. You can walk out the building and bump into somebody today and be like, "Yo, my bad, I didn't mean to," and that dude could just be like, "Fuck you," quick around and shoot you, like no thought process, whatever.
Prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime. You just said that, right? I'm glad you said that because on the topic of another black on black crime right now.
Mm-hmm.
Other day, a man got definitely slashed in his face for bumping to somebody on the train. And the guy apologized to him. Oh, I forgot what train was. I think it was down here. Matter of fact, no, it's on 4 line as always. Dude bumped into him, said sorry, and dude still turned around, and slashed him in his face. Right now, the police is still looking for him. Like this is all the unnecessary shit that happens. Look at the girl that got stabbed on the train for not talking to the guy. Once again, minorities like we out here doing bad.
Oh, what about that? What about a couple months ago? I think when the female was in the liquor store and the dude tried to holler at her and she turned him down politely, and he jumped her. They jumped her. He punched her outside the liquor store.
Oh, in Harlem, yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Like, what happened? What happened to protecting our women? What happened to that?
not
That rules
not
is
even
gold.
protecting. Well, that too. But my thing is like, y'all niggas really that bad that y'all can't take rejection. Like, and
But
it's not like it's not even like Shorty was like, yo, fuck out my face, blah blah blah. She's just like, nah, no, thank you, blah blah blah, and all of that got for what?
that's very true. Um and the crazy part that you say something about that, right? Like you see how they jump shorty, robbed, whatever the case may be.
Not anymore,
I've been in an
Don.
incident. I've been in an incident like that one time, and once again it's in Far Rockaway, and I happened to just be there, right? And I almost been a casualty because they dudes I was trying to holler at the shorty. She politely rejected. Probably said something slick. I don't remember. I was like 10. Niggas threw bottles at her. Stupid shit. And
Bro,
what
I've
happened?
seen.
She called dudes from the projects, and these motherfuckers formed up like Voltron and had us run all the projects. Even had nothing to do with it, they still was on some like, yo, you was there. But see, this is the shit to understand. Like you said, with Shorty getting jumped. His manson was there, even though probably didn't do nothing. What if that was one of our sisters? We had to come back guns blazing. You getting shot because some fact you was there.
And that's another thing too. Like, okay, well, I'll get to that in a second, but I'll answer this first. Dawn said, "Where's the accountability for the parents not checking their kids, um, not checking their kids' things to find these weapons?" Listen, I find that a lot of families, like a lot of parents, or like single parents who are working all the time, that it's almost like they don't even have time for their kids. So that
That's true.
in instances now, your kids find themselves in the streets looking at quote unquote the big homie, like that's his father figure or whatever the case may be. So he's now following in his footsteps, doing dumb shit, not realizing that the big homie got him doing dumb shit that he probably don't even do anymore. It is suckering him to do the shit for him so he don't have to do it. And I think that's a lot of things a lot of people don't understand either. Like you can
And
find someone who's dumb enough, and I'm gonna say dumb enough to do the shit for you where you don't have to do it no more. So now you're gonna be locked up and he's still gonna be running the streets like it's nothing.
bro, like you just said, that so-called quote unquote big homie, right? And I'm gonna tread carefully on this one, but I know nobody in my hood watched this, so it is what it is. It was a dude in my hood that was a big homie who died a couple of years ago. And I'm not gonna lie, big homie, he was a big homie. Talking about dating back to early, known for putting in massive work. But you know what it is? He misguided these young boys and even people I know that catch bodies, shoot at motherfuckers. Like he got two homies I know right now. Well, one, I'm not counting that nigga as my homie. Right now, sitting up doing 35 because he sent them down there to rob him. Like, go rob that dude. And the robbery turns to a double homicide. So what happens? So while my homie, he's sitting up doing the 35, this motherfucker been out running around the street getting money and all that. Found another group of young dummies to do the repeated same thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. The big homies, these quote unquote big homies, definitely be misguiding these kids. That's why when they like, I got young boys that call me big homie, and I tell them real quick, now don't call me that. Call me big bro. Because I'm gonna steer you the right way. Big homies don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I had a big homie
Exactly.
try to put me, stay me in the, that try to put me in the right way. Straight him down. Never forget. He was like, "Yo, you got a pistol?" I'm saying, "Nah, I don't need that. Nah, go ahead, take this gun, go do it. Nah, I don't need that. I'm good." And he respected me after the fact because he realized, okay, I can't manipulate. So what he did, he jumped to the next, then
I
jumped to the
mean,
next.
that's happened to me too in the hood too. For me, like growing up, I used to see dudes used to always see me and always be like, "Oh, yo, we should do this and do that," and I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good." Once you realize, once they realize that you strong minded and you not a sucker, they, like you said, they'll latch on to someone else who they feel like and they can take advantage of, and you keep your hands clean while they get their hands dirty, and because you have to follow the quote unquote code of the street, if he do something stupid, he can't snitch. And if he
But think
do
about it
snitch,
though.
no, but then if he do snitch, you know what I'm saying, then the hood don't respect him.
But think about it though, and this is another that same big homie, right? That I just told you about with me,
Mm-hmm.
like what you just said, like he don't want to get his hands dirty. The youngest do hands dirty. That same big homie. This is why I respect him because he after that little situation, he tried to hand me the pistol. R.I.P. It ain't I ain't take it. He realized I'd rather just do things on my hands. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same token, when I was trying to act out, son has told me, listen, don't step into a field that you ain't trying to do this 24/7. There's no off time. I do this because I'm with all the shits.
But
Don't do this. Don't do this because you want to be with the shits at one time. Then next time you trying to be chill. You step into this lane. You make your choice. I was like, okay, I believe you're right. So, and I am not gonna lie. The big bro was definitely official.
but you gotta
Official.
respect that. You gotta respect that. And you know why? Because for every dude that be like, "Yo, here, take this pistol," and you like, "Nah, I'm good," is another dude that be like, "Come on, you pussy." Like, yo, like,
That's
why
true.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So for him to just be like, "Okay, I get it," and then let you just chill and be on your own path, you gotta respect that. Because
That's true.
because that means he respects you. Listen. Not everybody in the hood is a killer. Not everybody in the hood is a thug. You know what I'm saying? I'm no killer. I'm no thug. I think I get respect in the hood because I'm me and because I
No, no,
walk
no.
my own path.
Be very real true. Everybody's a killer.
I mean,
Everybody
if you
is.
push
No,
to the
no,
certain limit,
no, everybody has the capability. Let me rephrase that. Everyone on Earth has the capability of killing, but not everyone has the mindset to just get up on some like, I'm just gonna be killing people. There's a difference because you have killers, you have people who probably may kill somebody before, but there's a difference between killers and murderers. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like, and a lot of people do not understand that. You say you disagree, Don? That's true. Think like you got to really think about that.
But
Like, you got to really like jump.
how so, Don? Like, what do you mean by you disagree? Like, what's your reasoning for it? Oh, let me go. Let me go up and answer this. Speak this. So Stephanie Medina says it goes go back to our previous podcast, mental health. Mental health is increasing by the minute in the urban communities. Most of these incidents they have are all something mentally wrong with them. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say everybody is something mentally wrong with them as much as I might feel like some of these people just are just looking for guidance. Some people are just looking for. So look, some guys that don't grow up with fathers are looking for a father figure. So I don't really necessarily say it's all mental, but I mean, now I'm gonna say not a
No,
lot of it, isn't it?
it's come honestly, bro. What you just like somebody says mental. It's not mental. It's more so like especially nowadays these young boys. I see these young boys. I interact with the young boys. You know what I'm saying. Like I tell everybody, I'm out the way. I'm not on the street. I'm on the curb. I do civilian shit, 9 to 5, all that. I love that life. But I still talk to the young boys that's active. A lot of these young boys out, especially the young guys that's out here, they basically trying to do it to keep their name up. Because they figure if they got a big name and they block, they something. But a lot of them don't understand. Like it's a lot of shit that's outside the block. So they rather destroy themselves and others to keep their rep up instead of just like, you know what, damn, this is not it. Some of them don't have the conscience, or they do have the conscience, like, this ain't it. They have they quote unquote friends putting the barrier back, like, nah, son, what you doing this and the third? Nah, this ain't it, this ain't it. You wildin'. This the life right here. Look at gang, look at this. Let's talk about the gang shit. A majority of these young boys, 90% of these young boys are gang affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like gang. It feel like when I came up, it was like structure and fair. You have the ones who was, you know, the big homies, the war generals, the people who do this, people do that. Nowadays, it's also it's not even structure no more. It's like, all right, you blunt, you crip, we just a group, but we gonna fight and destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the difference. Like even like right now, our biggest threats. Look at the Crip and Blood war that's been going on for the last. I want to get it correctly. 50 years.
Mm. Let
Chris
me
and Blood that.
let me no no let's say let me cut, I'm sorry to cut you off, but let me bring up something real quick. Example of your hood or your environment, whatever the case may be, or even black on black crime. I don't know if you noticed, but Ice-T put a post out this weekend, pretty much, because Super Bowl was in LA. And he pretty much is telling like these rappers out here, like, yo, don't think you high profile out here and stunting like it can't happen to you. It's over 50,000 gang members out here. Like, be safe, be careful. Don't try to be something you're not.
See, and I hate that. I hate that stigma because, like, this is what I hate about that. Like, you have rappers that be saying, "Yo, we gang this and third." Ice-T is a law and order dude. Don't be when something and it's only happened when they city. That's when they want to quote unquote use their gang affiliation. I hate that because majority of the time, like we got gangs in New York too, just as deep as maybe deeper than California. You know what I'm saying? We don't never be on something like, yo, you rappers come out here, you gotta check in with the big homies, the big lokes. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because when everyone shit go down to LA, oh, that's so now everybody's also you gotta check in and say, I'm not checking in with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not checking with nobody. Now if I'm in them streets, that's different. That's someone like, yeah, how is it out there? Is it good? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I don't want to get caught in the cross. So that's why when people take vacations, they go to the hoods. I'm not taking the vacation to go to another neighborhood. Why? Because simple fact, I don't want to be a casualty of a threat against my people. Because you
So
never know,
it's
you might go to
no, it's
Compton or something,
mm-hmm.
and we already know the Bloods and Crip war in Compton is serious. The Bloods comp war against each other is serious. Like everything is just serious. Black and brown. Let's play that. Black and brown is ridiculous right now, and to the point that you got the brown side over there in California that's riding on the black side, riding on blacks because that's what it is. They basically got an open race war right now. No matter where you from, no matter where, and that all comes from neighborhood, and like that's right now. That's us being the biggest threat to each other.
Yeah, Stephanie also said, also is the economics of it. The prices are so sky high and the minimum wage is not equal. People become desperate and are willing to do anything to get what they need, and that's where the corner guys come in.
Nah, we've been hustling for years. You can't even say that. Can't even say that. We first of all, you got. That's not true, Don. There's not a difference between a civilian and gang member. I know that for a fact. I know that for a hard fact. That's not true.
Mm. Marty
Because at the
said
end of
not.
the day,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no,
I
because
think.
he said it's different because it's not as why I say it's not a difference because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of civilians like myself are former gang members. You have a lot of civilian, you have a lot of gang members who are not active that could say self civilian, but in given any given time they could be, I'm back active, or they could use that same situation that they knew from gang banging, turn it on real quick. So it's no difference. A civilian could be a greater threat than anything. Why? Because you don't know what the fuck they doing. A civilian is way more scary than a gang member. Way more.
Yeah, because they disguise themselves well. They can
Yeah.
blend into society. Yeah. So yeah.
Once you out, you out. Nah, that's not true.
Nah,
That's
that's
not
not
true.
true. Even I know
That's
that,
not
and I'm
true at
not
all.
even a gang member.
That's not true at all. Don, you from Brooklyn, bro. You already know. You already know how it is. You probably know somebody that's older that been active, who been gang members and third, and they trying to get their life together. But real talk, they still have that in them. They still have that gang mentality in them. Why? Because it's what they know. Especially if you've been putting in work for like 20 years. Not even just putting in work. If you've been a gang member for longer than 10 years, I'm gonna say let's say 10 to 15 years, you're not never gonna let that go. You still gonna have some type of love for it. And it's still gonna be in you.
There's always gonna be somebody trying to pull you back.
Yeah. Prime example. Look at Samuel Bull. He considered himself a civilian. That man is a known killer. Way known.
Mm. Marty said, not every situation is mental health. However, there are people who will use mental health as the reason and will milk the shit out of it.
That's true. That's very true. And it's sad to say we live in the days where we can't disguise who's what's what.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
back in the
true.
day, it was more so You motherfuckers off because you was warned like, nah, you gotta watch him. He's a little off. You gotta watch him. Nowadays, also everybody's bipolar.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's
That's
also
true.
so-called bipolar, but everybody's bipolar, but don't want to get no help. Everybody go through some type of depression, but don't want to get help. I hold everybody accountable. If you bipolar, depressed, all that shit, I hold you accountable. Because at the end of the day, you need to watch your actions and watch what you say. Now, granted, there is some people who control it. You have some in the world, and I know a few. They cannot control their emotions, their actions, none of that. But you have them, the ones that decide one day they want to be cool, they find like they ain't got no, they ain't got nothing wrong. The next thing, oh yeah, I'm next, I'm not. Nah, that's not right. Or like somebody said earlier, they use the mental shit as a means to do something stupid. I don't give a fuck. You do something stupid, not anyone to me, whether you bipolar, whatever the case is. Nah, I'm gonna get you.
But yeah. Damn, it's 30 minutes already. Wow. All right. So all right, we about to take a break. So we'll get back to this topic after we take this break. So if you're looking to figure out how you want to start your own podcast, this is how you do it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
All right, we're back. Shout out to our sponsors, 2920 Clothing, once again, Sands by Butter, Bobby D Customs, TSD Contracting Services. All great services, all great businesses. If you need to holler at them or look them up, go ahead and do so. So back to what we were talking about. Now let's get to a different part of this.
Back to this. I have a question because I'm on Instagram, and now I know some of y'all answer this for me. And this is off topic. Why, when family members is sick, ill, or dying, do people take pictures and videos they self looking sad in hospitals? Don't take a picture of me if I'm going through some shit. Like, who take pictures? That's like I'm going through something right now at the hospital. I'm like, yo, Rellz, get this picture of me real quick while I sit on the floor and just look like I'm crying. Why do people do
that's
that?
Like off topic. You right, but that's like a family member tied up to something or hooked up to some machines and you're taking a picture of them. Like I don't know. No, I don't feel sympathy for you. You're like, it's just like since when did a family member being sick become acceptable for you to post it on social media for sympathy? I don't get it.
And the reason I said that because I'm on Instagram, they just said Tyrese's mom's passed. Rest.
I feel bad now. I've been reading up on that. He's like,
but no, this is why I asked the question. My thing is, yes, you can feel bad if anybody who's passing, but this man has took professional pictures every time he's in the hospital. It's like, who is sitting there and getting ready for this screenshot? Like, I ain't know if he's being serious or he's auditioning for a movie part.
Oh no, no.
Like, how can I be sympathy?
I ain't gonna front though. I've been reading up on that because I think last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, the doctor told him his mom didn't have much time left, and he posted something like prayer works. Please keep her in my prayers. Now that I can understand, but let's just say, God forbid, she's literally on her deathbed and he's right next to her crying with a picture of her. I don't want to see that. Like,
yo, you have no idea. I hate that show, The Passion. Like, I have no, and this is everybody out there who's watching this who know, and I know you personally.
Sorry, we're off topic for a second. We're gonna get back to topic.
Yes, because this shit get me angry, right? I'm on a platform I can express this. Do not go in the hospital and post yourself with a fucking hospital bracelet to my pray for me, and you are there for a cough or some regular shit. I hate it. Don't do that. You better let me know you there for some other shit. Other than that, I'll be under your post like stop being a bitch. We're wrap. But back to the topic at hand.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I guess the biggest threats are those who post themselves dying in the hospital. I guess. Okay, moving on.
Next time I go to my doctor's appointment, I'm like, pray for me. I'm just there for some blood work.
It's stupid.
Or get my weight checked.
Because he sprained his ankle.
That shit hurt.
You stupid. But back to the topic. All right, so now we're gonna so now we spent like a half an hour on the black on black side of things, right? Now we're gonna go to the white on black side of things, right? Because now we're gonna go all the way back to this guy with a cop with his knee on his neck, kneeling, with a camera facing him, and him not wanting to get up. And this guy's clearly telling this man that he can't breathe. And he's sitting there like, I have all the power right now. You just shut up and die. And I'm sorry, but, and I'm going to keep saying this, if there was no video taken, that man would have definitely got off.
Of course. Why? Because honestly, you're a cop. A lot of them sign up for police-wise, especially in them states. You know, a lot of them states that have police.
He was intimidated by George Floyd.
But look at the shit in Brooklyn with the Asian cop in Coney Island when he shot the dude in the staircase. A lot of these cops be scary. A lot of them be scary. So you give a gun and badge to these scary ass police officers, and then what? Let's get another prime example. Across the street, Edenwood Projects, when that cop got shot up with friendly fire, but they trying to blame the dude. White cop hopped out on a black dude in the hood, trying to exert his power. But what he didn't realize, if you're a real cop and you're going to surveillance it, you will realize that this project is at war with another area. You cannot hop out somebody at 12 o'clock at night, running up on them, expect them not to draw up on you and wrestle with you with no badge and you in plain clothes. What's going to happen? He tried to exert his power, and now look what happened. He wound up getting shot. The cop wound up getting shot by his own officers because, once again, they was scary. It's for y'all. What the hell are you doing shooting one man? You could have jumped this man, wrestled him through him, took him down the block. Never mind the fact that Freeson was a block away.
Man, listen.
But like you saying,
sometimes you have family on social media and you want them to send prayers. No, that's when you text your family members. I don't want to hear. Listen, if I had a family member who went on social media right now, it was in a hospital and was like, yo, send prayers for me. I'm in the hospital. I'm not doing well. I'm going right under the comment like, what are you doing? Because all my family members have each other's contacts. You don't do that.
Preach. But like you saying, but also like you said before, cop. Let's take it back one more. Let's talk about the Emmett Till joint. This is Black History, so we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about Emmett Till.
Bro, we can talk about Central Park 5.
No. But see, that situation is different. You know why I'm saying situation is different? Because that situation they got cornered. They basically got bullying into a testimony. What they was doing, see what happened with them was, if they wasn't in the park doing reckless shit beforehand, like robberies and everything else, they probably would have got off. But being that they was doing robberies on people that was walking through the park that whole time, and it was more of them, but those that group right there got caught, and one of them actually confessed to the crime. But what happened was he took the rest of them got caught up in it. Think about it. Why do you think them guys? Have you ever seen them guys together since they've been out? They did a couple of interviews. Have you seen them together?
They did a couple interviews for some money. That's probably about it.
Yeah, but they was mad at each other because simple fact, one of them told was like, yo, this person, that person. But we don't get that in the media because simple fact is like, yo, we're gonna make this story look good. Look, what about the Gen 6?
Yeah,
the Gen 6 Chicago. But then, like Tom said, that Emmett Till shit was crazy for allegedly whistling at a white woman and got that little boy hanged and beat, drowned in the river. Could come to find out what? It's like 2-3 years ago before she died. She lied.
Bro, you talk about we could talk about you could talk about the whole Ahmaud Arbery thing. Just jogging through the hood, and these guys feeling like they want to be vigilantes, like this is our area. He shouldn't be in our area. Why is he here? Let's take it upon ourselves to kill him and free of the world of another black man will be heroes. Like, the mentality behind that to me is crazy. Like, the fact that we still living in a time where you got to be careful jogging in certain neighborhoods because you could get killed. Like,
I remember I was in a 161st Street precinct getting for some traffic ticket. You get the tickets back in the day. You gotta go to court.
Yeah.
And this white cop, I never forget him. White cop, big fat motherfucker. He calling out the names. I call your name out. His exact words was, "If I call your name out, you could leave." He said everybody's name. He goes, "Yo, I'm gonna do Diallo." Remember him when they shot him 41 times?
Yeah.
He goes, "Yo, I'm gonna do Diallo." Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we killed him. He ain't here to represent himself. So everybody was like, "Yo,
wow,
bro." The whole line was like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" His exact words was, "What? You see this badge? I got power to do and say what I want." And that shit stuck with me to this day. That right there let me know, all right, I can't, this is what it is. This type of society we live in.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, yo, bro. I mean, stuck. I can't remember his face, but I remember them words, like them shit. Like he was standing right here next to saying "daily" to me.
Wow. I mean, it is stupid when cops pull you over and they tell you fit the description, and you're like, fit the description of what? And it's like they almost really have no excuse of what the description is, other than you're black. Like,
and this is why they threat us. And it's why they threat us. This is exactly why it threats us. In fact, it flexes power.
I was watching a video yesterday on Instagram. There was this dude in South Carolina, I believe, and he was just taking the pictures. He was just recording, I guess, like a state building, and he got, and like 5 or 6 cops got called, and he's like explaining to the cops, like, yo, like, why you got? First of all, he's like, yo, why is there so many cops? Like, and then second of all, he goes, why is your hand on the gun? Like, the guy's hand is like front, and he's like, why is your hand on the gun? And he's like, for my own safety. He said, for what safety? I'm recording. My hands are on the camera. What safety do you need? Like, and then the guy's trying to explain, the sergeant's trying to explain to him, you can't film here. He goes, yo, it's a public place. And he goes, oh, but you can't film it. He said, how can I not film here? It's a public place. The guy goes, well, you can film here, but you can't, you got to understand that we found it unusual that you're all of a sudden that you're filming here. He's like, but it's a public place. Why can I not film? Like, he's asking the officer for the badge number. The officer's like, I don't have a badge number. He's like, oh, wow. So y'all don't have badge numbers? Like, it's crazy.
But also, it's crazy. Also,
yeah, that too, Marty. I was going to get to that too.
You see,
the FedEx driver, yeah, by 2 white men in Mississippi, because he was delivering FedEx packages in an unmarked.
Look what you just said.
Mississippi.
Look what you just said.
Yeah,
that's a state I don't want to go to. Mississippi, Alabama Mississippi, Alabama, I have no expectations.
Well, certain parts of Alabama.
I don't care.
Certain parts of Alabama.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't going there. I understand that. I understand that. But me personally, I'm too dark. I don't want to watch. I got a feeling that I'm gonna rail off one day, and you know what got me like that besides movies and shit.
I'm a video clip that part though too, right? That whole part about you not going because you too dark.
I'm too dark. Listen, listen. I don't even go to fucking South Ozone or Howard Beach because I'm my skin. I'm good. I'm alright.
It's almost like
I had one.
It's almost like
racism experience over there. I'm good.
Isn't it almost like when cops pull you over because they might think you too good to have certain cars? Like, if you get let's just say you're driving a luxury car and they pull you over and they're thinking you stole that car, like it's almost like you can't
not supposed to have it.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to have it.
Yep,
you're not supposed to have it. I had some racist shit said to me the other day. Right, I was drinking a green tea. Some white guy said to me, "Oh, I ain't take," and it was at work too. And I laughed at the nigga. I was like, "Yo, next time mind your business." He goes, "Oh, I ain't take you for a green tea person." I was like, "Well, what did you take me for then?"
Oh, he took you for a Kool-Aid drinker.
He paused for a second. I said, "No, speak your mind." He goes, "Nah, I ain't take you for a green tea." I said, "Next time, don't mind my cup, mind your business." So he was just like, "Mind you, this is a high up too." I was just like, "See, people, it's so stereotypical. It's ridiculous." But also, I want to discuss that too. You know who's the biggest threat to us, our people, our minority people?
Who?
So the owners of social media. And think about this: when we have MySpace, we didn't have none of these online beefs, only subs, all these, none of that. MySpace was just on some. It was teaching. MySpace was teaching us graphics, all that shit. I don't know how to do that shit no more.
Matter of fact, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what? You kind of bring
What's
a
up?
point, and it's shit that doesn't make any sense to me, right? Now that you say that, right? So
Yeah.
you can get away. Now, this is I'm gonna use this example. You can get away with posting something nasty on social media, right? And they won't flag you, right?
Yeah.
But well, no, let me rephrase that. You can post something nasty on social media and they'll flag you, right? But you can literally record people getting jumped and they won't flag you for it.
Bro, World Star. World Star is one of the negative sites you could ever go on. Ever. You can see somebody getting killed. You can see somebody getting beat. They stopped the rape shit, 'cause they used to put that shit on there too. See, females used to, all other shit. All types of negative shit. Niggas is shooting in the hood. Anytime I had a rapper getting shot, somebody get shot in the hood, it's on World Star. It's on IG. You know what I'm saying? These sites is like setting up for destruction. And know why these kids feed into that. Think about it. We got kids in the Bronx now thinking they from the Shah. Because what goes on the Shah, they hear about murder, murder, murder. Oh, this is cool. He got his name up. O Block. Niggas want to be like O Block, O Block, O Block. But they don't know where O Block come from. O Block come from a honor of a person that got killed by another block. But they want to honor that because they think that shit is cool. But long and behold, these same rappers they idolizing live in motherfucking LA, lives in, another part of California. But they want to take that, mantle.
Yeah, you get perfect examples of that. Like you see like videos of like Jim Jones or whatever the case may be, or even Cam, whatever. You see them take these real quick videos of them being in the hood for about 5 minutes. They post it. But
no, they be in the hood. I give them that. They be in the hood. I give them that.
Okay, but what you don't see. Okay, so not even talk about them. Let's talk about other celebrities then. But what you don't see.
But they grew up there. That's the difference. They grew up there. They be in the hoods. They grew up. This is not like, I'll give you a prime example. I wish my people was on this too. One time, Cam came to Edenwood because his uncle used to work for housing there. Next Edenwood tried to rob him. You don't belong here. Yeah, you're a rapper, but this is not your hood that you could be comfortable in. So they be in these hoods, but they be in these hoods they comfortable in. Like the Locks have that universal respect because they could be in the hood. They're not a threat to nobody.
Yeah, but also on that too, it's like what you don't see in the camera. You can see a rapper post up here in his hood, right? But what you don't see is the 100 security guards he got with him because they don't post that for social media. You understand what I'm saying? So while you living here, while you young in the hood, thinking to yourself, yo, I could be a rapper and still live in my hood. You don't understand that these rappers make money and move. These dudes be in Jersey, these dudes be in PA, these dudes be in Miami, these dudes be in California, and they all be in gated communities, and they all with security.
Do you remember the one time when Jim Jones, he ain't where he at now. Like back in the day, he did a concert when he started a riot. He started a gang riot. This had to be like 05, 06 when Certified Gangster came out. Either way, he was in I think either LA or another state that had Crips and Bloods that was warring. And this man dead ass, he threw the B up, sued and all that, and stayed while all the Crips and Bloods was going at it. And like you said, he's with his security. Like shit like that, you can't do. Like all you cause a self-destruction. Yes, and I'm bringing it back to the gangs. Yes, the Crips and Bloods has set back black people because that's the majority black gang. It has set us back hundreds of years because simple fact, you was created like the Crips was created, especially in California. They was created as a crew, but they start oppressing other minority neighborhoods. So what do you create? Now you create another thing. Now y'all been at war for 50 years.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Now
So
yeah, I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna say so. Don and KD are both like the Locks never have security, and that's the problem. Not with the Locks per se, but that's the problem. You can glorify like, yo, these rappers are the certain rappers here. They be in the hood all day, no security. And this is where these other guys think, oh, I can be in the hood too, no security needed. And this is when your ass get hit. Like seriously, like you can't look at one set of rappers and be like, oh, they safe, which means I can go somewhere and be safe too. No, it don't work like that.
Where was, like, for instance, like you said, that rapper was last week or 2 weeks ago who just signed his record deal, and soon he got back to Brooklyn, he got shot up.
You see what I'm saying?
Like literally an hour later, he got back to Brooklyn and they shot him up. What was your security at? What was like, you know what I'm saying? You about to sign the deal. I'm quite sure people in the neighborhood knew you about to sign this deal and you got shot up. Come on, look at Bobby. Bobby's hot again. You think that man is chilling in Brooklyn? He might
I
go
don't
past
know.
Brooklyn.
I don't
But he
know.
ain't in Brooklyn. Look at G
Look at
Herbo.
bro. Look at Young Dolph, set up by his own man. You see what I'm saying? Like the dudes who you call yourself closest to are the ones who will get you set up with in a heartbeat.
That's facts. That's super fact. But this is why you got to stay in certain lane. Let's for instance, let's take it back to '06 with Ti. You a hottest rapper. What the fuck you doing buying? Who you buying all these guns for? You on top of the charts right now, but you buying guns. Who you buying guns for? To supply your hood? To cause bigger threats for what? What are you doing? To
It's
try to
almost
keep it
like
real?
you have all this money and all this fame, and you still trying to impress the hood.
But that's what it is, bro. Keeping it real is one of the biggest threats to the minority culture. Is keeping it real. Nobody know how to keep it them. Nobody know how to keep it themselves. Everybody need to keep it real. And like you just said, impress. I'm not impressing nobody, and I'll be the first one to tell you. I was definitely one of those that wanted to impress my peoples or impress the hood. When I was going to do dumb shit, then I realized like, what I'm doing? If something go down, what happened?
Yeah, Swagger is like it's
Well,
almost,
that
but it's
big L
almost.
situation was different, Swagger. That's his big. That's his older brother fault. Why he got killed.
Oh, he got it. What happened?
Nah, a big older brother basically is one of them big homies on the block who's one of those who basically trying to run up one of his friends and send Big L to try to send Big L to do it allegedly. Mind you,
Mm-hmm.
Big L's about to be on top of the charts, about to get the good deal, but you sent your brother a dummy mission. And the mission, the person got wind of the situation. He acted first. Mind you, they all knew each other. That's they all knew each other. So it wasn't like you sending a regular somebody from fucking Brooklyn trying to get this man. You sent your brother who this man knew all your life. It's
Bro,
crazy.
shit.
It's
You look at
crazy.
movies like Paid in Full. Perfect example of the niggas you can't trust. You're the ones closest to you.
Well, Alpo, you see what happened to Alpo.
Mm-hmm.
See what happened. Paid in Full is about him. Well, one of the characters. You see what happened to him. But see that right there goes is Alpo basically got too comfortable. Why? Because simple fact. Another one. I was a threat to my society. I was a threat to my people, to my culture. People knew what me and my crew was threats. We did this, we did that. We sold drugs, we killed people. Boom. Now what happened? I'm a hood celebrity now, even though I told. But you know what happened with him? He started getting back in the game. Allegedly, so they say, he became a big threat to those getting money. What happens? You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, us being biggest threats to ourselves is like looking at looking at situations where we're so like, okay, even the shit you see on TV, right? You
Mhm.
see what this person has, you see what that person has, you see what this person has. Now you feel the need to want that
Mhm.
because
And
you
if you
can't, because you know, in your mind you can achieve that, but how do you achieve that? What do you have to do to achieve that? What are you willing to go through to achieve that? You know what I'm
and that's
saying?
the
Like
problem. You
you on
got
the
motherfuckers
streets,
that's willing to go extra mile.
you on the
I'm gonna take it.
streets, yeah, you on the streets doing whatever you do. You see an honest working 9 to 5 man coming home, whatever the case may be. You might think that 9 to 5 man has more than what you have. Envious. Now you start to get jealous. Now you might even look at it like, yo, what can I do to take what I need to take from that man? You don't realize though, at the end of the day, the 9 to 5 man is still coming home to the same hood you living in. So how much more does he have that you don't? But a steady
Bro,
job.
prime
Like,
example. Recipe to my guy, Stack Bundles, Far Rock. Look at Stack Bundles. Was getting it. Well, correction. Let me rephrase that. In the public eye, he was getting the social media, music eye, everybody public eye, he was getting it. Yeah, he had the watch, he had the chain, the coat. But the real question was he and it's starting to come out, he wasn't really getting it. He was on a budget. He's on a regular what's that shit called? Regular work budget, a regular average budget. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was making thousands of dollars. He wasn't, he was doing shows, but money with the gym. But what
Yeah, but
happened
they
was
don't see that.
he was still back in the hood. Still back in the hood. You still going back to the same building that you trying to get out of. And look what happened. He got killed. Why? He got killed by somebody who thought he had more than what he had. Bro, it's
And
a
that's
very
another,
dangerous game, man.
bro,
It's a
and
very dangerous game.
that's another threat to us as black people as well. Black people have a hard time
We
figuring out how to share the wealth with black people.
the Katie, answer your question. I'm gonna answer this honestly because niggas be fronting. Did I know Stacks? Yes, but was we like friends and all that? We had the same friends. I wasn't too fond of Red Fern houses. Let's just say that. But we definitely knew the same type of circle because they knew people in Edgemere and Auburn, where I was from. But I wasn't too fond of Red Fern like that.
Yeah. But like I was saying, that's a biggest threat to us as well. Us as black people, us as minorities, don't know how to be okay with sharing the wealth with each other.
Yes,
You always
that's
look
very
at
true.
you always look at it like, okay, if I get this and he's coming up getting it, I gotta have more than him, or I gotta make sure he ain't getting it because I don't want him to have more than me. When you don't realize that if we all can sit at the table together, and this is and I hate to say this, and I'm gonna bring it up too. This is what white people are afraid of the most. Black people coming together and figuring out like how can we as black people all come together and all sit at the table together. Because if black people could
I'm
sit
sorry.
down and be more powerful and could think as of like we can do it together as opposed to one trying to step over each other, there would be nobody more powerful than the black race. And I'm just being honest about it.
That's very true. But
And
what's
that's
crazy though, bro? We're not the only ones that oppress each other. And I'm gonna break it down race by race. Italians. Like you know me. One thing I love is I study organized crime. For some reason I love organized crime. They are oppressors to their own people until, like you just said, they decided to come together and make a bigger entity as the mafia as we know today. And what happened? Once they band together, you couldn't touch a made man. You touch
Mhm.
one made man from fucking California, somebody from New York or Florida getting you. They stuck together. They got money together. But they also had their problems. But at the same token, they were still oppressing their own people. Like the black hands of back in the day and everything like that. But then also not just them. You have the Chinese and Asian people. Chinatown, still to this day, they be oppressed by their own people. Why? They get strong armed. You're a gangster from Korea coming to Chinatown, Manhattan. Boom! Look what happened. You getting oppressed by that gangster. You getting shook down. So it sucks. It's sad that we are our own, minorities. That's like Italians, Sicilians, Asians, blacks, Puerto Ricans. We all press each other to get ahead. Mind you, you have Jews who help each other. Now, I'm not gonna say all Jews help each other, but they help each other. They help each other
Mhm.
grow. Like
Mhm.
Arabs, not all Arabs. Like I said, some I can't speak about all of it, but the ones I see, what they tell me, they help each other grow. They look. I mean, like think about the last 20 years. It wasn't that many ox dogs back in the day. Now look, there's an
Bro,
ox dog everywhere.
you know what they all got in common? They all could build in a black hood because
Yes.
black people can't build in their own hood. You know why black people can't build in their own hood? Because if your man's know you got your own store, what is he gonna want? A discount.
Yep.
If you're not
Discount.
giving him if you're not gonna give him a discount, what he gonna do? He gonna find somebody else. They're gonna try to rob your shit. They're gonna try to break into your shit. They're gonna try to destroy your shit. Why? Because you're not working with them.
And you are speaking 100% facts, my brother. I want you to know that you are speaking definitely facts because simple fact, like you said, like let's give another problem. I'm gonna give you another problem. Look at Brooklyn. A lot of all them food places in Brooklyn, I give Brooklyn credit. They all help each other. I
Yeah.
see it. I definitely see it. Even like even playing White Plains Road, all the Jamaican spots, one Indian spot, they all help each other grow. If one store ain't got, they gonna seem to that store. But like you said, us regular African Americans, even um Latinos and Latinas, they don't help each other. They don't help each other. Like imagine, like you just said a little while ago, bro. Imagine we all together, banding together. Look how much shit we can accomplish. Like think about it, bro. We got chicken spots in every hood. Imagine if one of us decided to open a chicken spot. How much you want to bet we wouldn't get the same business?
Nope.
Mind you, we make it
Nope.
the same. We have the same menu, same everything, probably even better. Instead of making a little contained mac and cheese, you getting some baked mac and cheese. But I guarantee, nah, we don't want that. Come on with a discount. Why this and the third?
Yep. And if you're not giving them the discount, they either not gonna fuck with your shit or they gonna find a way to destroy your shit.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad, but it's the truth. Like
you're right.
And it sucks because it's like you can't even, and this you can't even go into another hood and build, because if you go, let's just say we open up a bodega or whatever in Brownsville. You're gonna walk in there, they're gonna walk in there, they're gonna be like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you funny, whatever. They're gonna be like, wonder where you from. And I'm not just saying this because it's Brooklyn now, because this could be anywhere. But they're gonna look at you like
shakedown.
Yeah, they're gonna look at you like, where you from? And they're gonna try that. Yo, let me get a discount. You don't give them a discount, they either gonna try to rob you while you in the store, or they're gonna wait till you leave your store, and then when you come back, your shit gonna be damaged. So it's like, and this is what I'm saying when I say if black people could stick, this is why I say if black people could stick together, we wouldn't be our own biggest threat.
But you know what's crazy? Like we speaking of business and black and minority communities. You want to know the only business that would definitely flourish is two of them. That would definitely flourish in minority neighborhoods: funeral parlors and liquor stores.
Yep.
And that's fucked up. You know why? And I always say this to myself too. It's a damn shame. Liquor, everybody enjoy a little drink, a little drinky drink. That's poison. But I'm not knocking it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say and drink because I got bottles in my closet.
Bro, you can.
I'm not gonna
but you know crazy.
But think about it, that damages the body. Funeral homes, we killing each other every day is about at least 20 murders.
It has to be the most profitable business.
It is. It definitely is. Come on, each body, and no disrespect to anybody that have people that died recently. I don't want y'all to feel the type of way I'm saying this, but each body is about 10 stacks. 10 stacks per person. If you're gonna work a deal out, shit, all right, give me 5 G's, 6 G's. So what some of them might do, you ain't gonna get this pretty casket. You might get this regular basis shit, but you still gonna pay that 5 to 6 G's. And the funeral parlors notice because simple fact, we kill each other every day. I swear to God, we live in an era where I don't think motherfucker it's rare that you hear people die of natural causes nowadays.
Bro, think about it. How crazy is it that you can go to a wake for someone, and you know how certain funeral homes have like 2 floors or 2 rooms? How crazy is that you can go to a wake for one person and it end up being somebody else that died too? Yes. And having a service that same day at the same time.
What you know about going to a wake and the persons that had beef with each other, bodies is next doors apart? That's awkward. Why? Because simple fact. But here's the funny shit about it though. It's the funeral parlor was in the hood they from, and just so happened they was rival enemies who happened to have their funerals and viewings on the same day. The funeral parlor don't give a fuck. Why? Because
of course not. Fact, they already got your money. So if y'all want to go crazy, already. Yeah, y'all want to go crazy. That's on y'all now.
Mind you, they can know y'all have issues with each other. I'm quite sure they keep their ears to the streets. That's their money makers. They can know who have problems, but they can say, "Oh, I know y'all have problems this and the third. We ain't know that. We ain't know." But they still book y'all. They don't give a fuck what happens. Y'all want to act up in the cemetery? Call the cops. We got our money already. Do what y'all gonna do.
All right, so Swag, KD said cremation has increased over the years because of the cost of funerals. I agree with you, yes. but you also got to look at this being a problem as well. The reason why cremations have increased over the years because of the cost of funerals is because people are not smart enough to know that they need life insurance, or people don't have life insurance. So cremation, huh?
Well, we wasn't taught.
That's another topic for another time. But you know what I'm saying? That's the harsh reality of it all. You die unexpectedly, you don't have life insurance. If you don't have life insurance, how are you going to afford a $10,000 funeral?
That's true.
Cremations. I think, if I'm not mistaken, are like two to five G's somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's a lot cheaper than $10,000. Plus, you got to look at what you also got to look at: funerals, wakes, funerals, burials. Cremation is just so much simpler, so much easier. So I think that's the reason why cremation has increased over the years. Oh wait, Marty said there was a video on TikTok. Dude was killed. How one girl was up in the front by the casket, strapped in fear that whoever killed him was going to pull up to the wake. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's crazy.
Oh, let's think about the shit in Harlem. When dude got killed the day before, everybody went to the candle lighting, and they wound up shooting. I think they shot his sister the next day. Like it's
Yes,
crazy, man. It's real. Like, but even think about the people that's in jail. Like we talk about funerals and stuff. Think about the people that's in jail. Once again, majority minorities kill. They kill each other, whatever the case may be. If you ain't got no money for these
you're right,
funerals and nothing
Swagger.
like that, they'll throw your ass right in the unmarked grave.
I think it's Pottersville. I think
Yeah, there you go, Pottersville. Yep, that's exactly what it's called. They throw you
Pottersville.
right in
Yep.
the unmarked grave on top of another body. Mind you, and if you ain't got they don't take your organs nothing out. They toss you right in that box, and it's crazy.
Marty said her brother's funeral was over 10 G's. Wait, hold up. I don't remember. Was it over 10 G's because his body had to get transported over here? Or was it just 10 G's once he got here? Because I know there was a whole process with that. But yeah,
Yeah, that's just, it's crazy, man. But like we all definitely our
but you know
biggest
what?
threats.
You know what, Swagger, though? Life insurance is needed. It could be a scam, but guess what? I'd rather be on the safe side and have it than to not have it at all.
That's true, man. That's like even like with my 17-year-old son. Like he into all that drill music and all that other shit, and it's crazy because it's like even the kids nowadays they talk like that drill music shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes, we also as far as minorities go, we are the biggest threats to ourselves, but it's also a puppet master above us. We are programmed to be threats to ourselves, and it's crazy. And we always everybody always talk about breaking generational curses. It's not
It
easy to
was
break a generational
9,000.
curse.
It was 9,000. His to bring his body back was 3,800. See, it's crazy.
Mm,
It's
mm.
crazy.
But yeah, man, it's hard. Like it's definitely a puppet master. Like if people could break this generational curse, whatever the case may be, like it's hard. Like I spoke about I don't know if you ever watched the video. I spoke about 5 minutes or less, and I said I have a habit of looking at motherfuckers, even when I'm walking the street. Like for instance, let's say you walk in the street, you come across another minority, a Spanish guy, black guy, whatever, and y'all look eye contact. The eye contact may be on some it may be a friendly eye contact, but in somebody's mind, it may be some other shit. It
Yep.
might feel like a threat. The guy, you might be on some like this nigga might look familiar, but his mind probably like, yo, he probably plotting on me. You know what I'm
His
saying? Like,
paternal sister. Yeah. So it was 28,000. It was 2,800 to get him here, as opposed to the
mm,
38. But still, think about it. 2,800 to bring a body back over, plus still another 9,000. That's a lot of money.
yeah,
And what happens if you don't have it?
true.
Hmm.
It's so messed up, man. Like this life we live in, and I tell everybody, man, like, you know, if you ain't gotta be a threat to another person in general, I'm not even gonna say to each other in general, don't be. Like me, I try to be happy. I try to be as positive as I can until I get on the train. That shit is out the window. New York City subway state. First of all, New York is one of the rudest states of all time. So you always gonna have that defense mechanism of somebody might try to move on you. Anybody, whether you walking in the street, whether you on a train, whether you in the store. But look, now speaking of store, looking nowadays in the store was Shorty got shot in Brooklyn when he do shot her and the dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she had nothing to do with that. But he was just too scared to go in. If you're gonna walk up and shoot somebody with no mask on, no nothing, you might as well walk completely in the store, get your target. But nah,
Oh,
you
you talk about
destroyed the whole.
shooting.
You
Talk
destroyed the
about
whole nother
shooting.
life.
Talk about shooting. Remember I think it was last summer. Remember when the dude ran up on the other dude, and it was like the little kids was like he kind of used the sister and the little brother to shield him, and he
They
still
just
was
caught him
shooting at
too.
him. Yeah, he
They
was
just
still
caught him.
shooting. Yeah, and he still was shooting. Like, come on, like it's just crazy. Like, at what
It's
point?
it's a it's a lawless era, man. It's very lawless, man. It's a sad state we live in, and this crazy part is New York is looking very bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking
It
very
seems like it's
bad.
just getting worse and worse. To be honest with you.
And like I'll speak about California. California have a race war going on right now. They got the black and brown race war. It's not even about gang shit no more. If you Mexican calling the black hood, that's your ass. If you black calling the Mexican neighborhood, that's your ass. But thing about it is, they're not getting along. Nobody's using their smarts to come together. Like, yo, this shit is stupid. What are we beefing for? What are we beefing for? What is this? What are we doing? That's why you look at some West Coast artists that's Cripple Blood or Mex or Chicano. They do music together because that actually help bridges the gap.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
let's speak about and I'm gonna focus back to New York. That's why you have in Brooklyn you have that wolves and shoe shit, which to me is stupid because it's like, yo, at the end of the day, we not color banging. New York has never been on color banging shit. It always been when it came to this gang shit, it was race war. It was Bloods against Kings over shit that happened in jail. It's just when it got to the streets, misguidance has happened. So now everybody want to color bang. Now everybody's been a threat to themselves. It's self destruction. So that's why all over it's ridiculous, man. Like, yes, them colors, them two colors right there causes a problem. And now after y'all become the oppressors, you become a threat to somebody else. Now, look at the MS-13 motherfuckers. They was killing everybody like crazy in Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
So like now we will never break this threat against each other, minority threat against each other at all. Never. It will never happen.
Nope, and that is exactly why we'll always be our biggest threat. So if you really want
And
to
we
know the
have
answer to who's the biggest threat, it's each other. Point blank.
and we
Period.
have no and we have no leaders. And those crazy, what's funny right now? You wanna know who our biggest black leader is right now? And some might disagree with me. Some might. Our biggest black leader right now, who everybody goes to for black leadership, whether it's incarcerate people that's incarcerated trying to get them out, is motherfucking Jay-Z. Sean Carter is one of the top biggest black leaders right now. Nobody go to Farrakhan for nothing. Nobody we don't have no Dr. Kingston, Malcolm X, nothing like that. We have a Jay
That's
Z. Why?
that's because they
Everybody listen
see,
to Hove.
yeah, and that the fact, and they see that's one dude who made it out the hood.
And no, it's not even about him making out the hood. It's his money. Hove money is what make him a black leader. Believe it or not, Kanye has now stepped into the role of a black leader. Why? Because his money and people, and you got a lot of people out there that feel what the shit he say is facts. Believe it or not, you have people out there that believes him. So
Well,
we
you
have
know what's
no
crazy?
real.
Today was a perfect example of us being our biggest threats. The fact that he had to go on social media to tell people to calm down at the possibility of them attacking Pete Davidson because of his influence. You understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You see what I'm
He
saying?
has
Like
he has people
if that
brainwashed
man
like that.
said go attack him anywhere, any place, they would do it.
And you're gonna have a dummy that's gonna jump out the window and say, "Yo, Kanye said do this, we're gonna do it." These, ladies and gentlemen, these are our black leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, one more thing before we log out.
Uh-huh.
You want to know another biggest threat black people got to stop doing, minorities got to stop doing, and I'm gonna use one person as a prime example. Stop hating on Stop hating on one another when somebody gets successful. And I'm gonna use this one person as a prime example, and I see the shit every day on YouTube when I'm on YouTube. Kevin Hart has grind his ass off from Paper Soldiers, from little bit of movies here and there. Everybody thought this man was the funniest man on planet Earth. Nobody could touch him. The minute this man became highly successful, runs his own business, he's his own promotion, brings his friends along for the ride because they're comedians as well, give them a chance, has his own network on YouTube. Now all of a sudden he's corny, he's whack, he needs to stop. We don't need him no more. This person is funnier. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to stop trying to be the crab in the barrel because that's a threat as well. You're threatening the men's success because some people can't mentally take that.
You're right.
Some people cannot mentally take being criticized. And y'all
You're
know,
right.
and that's a threat alone about that. Words, people understand words. They back in the day, words, sticks and stones could break my bone, words never hurt me. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the biggest bullshit we was ever taught.
Yep, because all it takes is one All it takes is for you to say one thing, which it could be a total complete lie that can kill a whole person's credibility.
Yep. That's all it takes.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
All right, so we about to close out, but before we close out, if anybody's looking for any type of life insurance, Dawn said hit up Sandy Lubin Holder. She will help you get a great policy, and also hit up Ronisha Powell, if she does life insurance as well. So
hit my cash out.
Stupid. He's stupid. But definitely, I want to thank everybody who listened to this show tonight. Catch me Thursday with Mac, because hopefully he might be out of the womb by then. But hit me up for Thursday. We'll be on the TL Mac Fitness Show at 8 p.m. here on the Evening Rush Network. And next week, me and Blacko will be live from the studio. So definitely check us out next week. We're gonna have a great topic. We're still working on it, but it'll be a great topic. But we're definitely gonna be live from the studio. We're gonna vibe out. We're gonna chill. We're gonna have fun. So with that being said, thanks for everybody who listened in to this one. Have a good night, everybody.
Later, y'all.